YouTube, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Justice coming at y'all with another YouTube read, another energy collective read. Hope this finds y'all a clarifying time in your day. I'm at a hotel with my sister. She had some stuff going on, but that was random. I did not have to include that. But y'all gonna see me in this like kind of hotel background. But I'm up here with my sister, just chilling with her in between transitions as well. But I appreciate all your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes on my personals. I should be carrying out a lot today. I should be able to get a lot done. We're gonna save this card. But let's go ahead and get started. I appreciate all your grace and your patience through the transitions for all my personals. I've already kind of gone into this, but it's kind of like that finalization that I'm still going at them actively, because there's a lot of you guys still, not as many, but there's still a lot of you guys that are still patiently waiting on me. But let's go ahead and get started. Angels, the highest of white light, please restore upon me clean concise channel messages for my collective needs to hear today. Thank you and Ashe. First message off the top. There's something about you, whoever I'm tapping into, you took your power back from a situation, a dynamic, maybe a multitude of people, maybe on a whole soul level. Maybe you were cutting cords, maybe you're doing some type of whatever you were doing to cut cords or collapse timelines. In other words, you were releasing things out of your energy that do not serve you while taking your power back from the energy that maybe you were outputting. Maybe you're putting out in a multitude of directions. Maybe you were kind of scattering your energy, so to speak, or maybe you felt scattered at a point and had to take your power back. Either way, there was some general theme that I was being connotated on in terms of taking your power back. And what this has done is a certain situation that's orchestrated some type of tower moment in maybe multitude of people's lives. They try to form smear campaigns and groups but still weren't successful. So there's something about the sun energy, the illumination of like certain information, whoever I'm tapping into. Maybe people had some falsified information on you. Maybe people had the wrong image of you. Maybe people had you fucked up. I mean, it could be as simple as that. You taking your power back from a conduct of a situation is like what completely changed a situation, or it shifted something. With the Queen of Pentacles, this represents whoever I'm tapping into. 212 may be significant. 212, twos and ones. So it could be something in regards to being in alignment with something new or going toward it in terms of aligning with something new, whoever I'm tapping into. But the illumination of something, either the illumination of your forward movement or illumination of you taking your power back, the illumination you setting boundaries, the illumination of you speaking your truth, the illumination of whatever represents that physical translation of what I'm energetically depicting is what's leaving people in this Five of Pentacles energy. So whoever I'm tapping into, you're very gifted, there's a solidifying presence to you that I'm getting, like specified on. So it's like a solidified presence that maybe people take to and did not consciously validate, gratify in some way, shape, or form. Death spells don't work on you. Knight of Swords energy. So whoever I'm tapping into, it's exactly what I'm saying. You stood your ground amidst a situation that somebody didn't mean well for you, and they may have tried to put that theme as if they did, right? They may have tried to put a theme out as if they were protective of you. But whoever I'm tapping into, it seems like this is an energy that you had to protect your energy, or maybe something that you were doing, your trajectory from the hands, energetic hands, metaphysically, metaphorically speaking, of another person, right? Or another group, another environment. It could be anything, but there's something of that nature. You taking your power back, letting go of others' projections because they're only illusions, taking your power back, freeing yourself from maybe a looping of people that were trying to get you fucked up. That had you fucked up, get you fucked up. So it could have been a setup situation involved in terms of, we can go with that, I'm a freestyler, but in terms of maybe a setup could connotate itself in terms of somebody trying to utilize your energy for their own gain, or some type of hidden motive of that nature. Doesn't even have to be of that nature. A hidden motive in general could be significant that you freed yourself from. People are threatened by your aura. So what I'm getting is, I'm gonna go into this on another read that I'm about to get into. There's something about people can't figure you out. People can't put their finger on what it is that they want to be able to control or have a controlled understanding of. And when I say a controlled understanding, they want to be able to understand something to the fullest depth. They want to be able to see something to the fullest extent about you or about something that you got going on. Whoever I'm tapping into, there's help on its way. There's something about spiritual protection. You could have had people that were, that you were actively around, tapping into your energy without your consent, of which it could have been people trying to steal, financial energy. It could have been people trying to mirror, switch, bind, anything of that nature. You have a star energy, starlight energy, wherever I'm tapping into. There's something special, characteristic trait that kind of gives these people, I'm getting like 505 is significant, a theme of like power or an inspiration of power. And subjectively, that can represent a lot of different things for a lot of different people. In my lifetime, my experience, people that saw power within me to utilize from me, utilized it from a totally different subjective place. What I'm saying is some people saw a potential to gain money off of me. Some people saw a potential to gain something else off of me. Some people saw it's different and subjective to what people can subjectively see in your light. And this kind of proves to somebody I'm tapping into, or in general, this proves that people can't sense anything in terms of they can't really depict what it is about you that they can't put the finger on, which probably makes them a little bit vindictive, which was kind of the general message that I'm going to go into later on a different message. But this vindictive behavior comes from like, so whoever I'm tapping into, your presence could illuminate a lot of mystery in terms of like people trying to figure out how you do this. What is it that you're doing? How are you doing what you're doing? What do you know? Like, it doesn't even have to be as simple as that. It could just branch. I'm not going to go into that. But the chariot energy, there's something about your forward movement that could intimidate a lot of people that want to like be able to have you in a controlled, say control, I don't want to have it as such a negative connotated phrase, but more so like they want access to you, whoever I'm tapping into. People want to have access to whatever your energy beholds, the emperor energy. I feel like people feel like you're a gateway to this emperor energy, man or woman, in the 3D, whoever I'm tapping into. It's like, damn, what the hell? There's something about this kind of energy that you hold that people feel like you could be a gateway or a gateway for their success in the 3D, for their healing in the 3D, for their empowerment in the 3D, but something in a very massive, progressive way. With this emperor energy that represents the 3D reality, 3D realm. Secret crush on you, you could have a lot of people that admire your energy, like on an energy level. I'm not getting like genuine level, but like energy. They could be like on a general level, whoever I'm tapping into, you could have a very powerful like aura to you that people probably naturally draw to in some way, shape, or form. Divine union and partnership, I think it's unbeknownst, whether it's beknownst or unbeknownst to people, it's some type of union, partnership, connection you have to source, which can emanate through you in some type of clarity, balance, restoration, or a lot of other things or experiences that can show and depict to people that your energy is a little different. Your energy is a little unique, or your energy has a difference to it, right? And there's people in regret for how they treated you. So I'm getting this theme as well. People trying to, make up themes, narratives. I had somebody that tried to come against like, you know what I mean? So I do tarot, right, on YouTube. So I got family members, or at least one, that was questioning my sexuality, right? And that's just an honest, like, candid conversation, because it was like, it threw me off because of course, like what I'm doing is very feminine, right? It's me tapping into the feminine aspect, but like I had people that were really going behind my back as if I was like hiding it from the world, right? And kind of feeling like they needed to nurture me through this path. And it was like so funny because it pissed me off, right? Of course, as a man. And it's not like, shout out to anybody that orchestrates in anything other than heterosexuality. It's not my opinion, it's not my place. But what I'm gonna say is like it pissed me off as a man because it's like I had people behind the scenes that were like questioning me on this level and kind of like pandering me and feeling like they needed to softly, gently push me like that. And that kind of pissed me off. But I think that was an open dialogue. But I'm going to use that and segue that back into the read because I'm utilizing that to say maybe you had people that had the wrong idea about you. That's what I got in the beginning of the read. Maybe you taking your power back was some type of instillment of understanding of what was or what is not. So it could just generalize itself on a level that somebody was articulating something about you that you didn't like, or that you weren't, or that you didn't agree with. It could be as simple as somebody articulating themselves in a way that you don't align with, right? And you set your distance, you took your power back. It could be anything of that sort, but something was not in alignment with your truth, right? And I was saying that in previous videos, and I felt like, people felt like I was illuminating, even if that's like that was like something with my family, but like even if that was like a general thing too, there's something with like people like having this theme with like a hidden aspect of me, in terms of maybe this is for somebody as well, you know what I mean? But a hidden aspect of you that maybe people kind of like overdid it with, in terms of like people trying to make something what it's not. The hidden aspects of me are the things that are going to come out in terms of what people don't think I'm capable of. Or let's say somebody attacks me in this discretion and then I come out with this shadow. Shit like that. So whoever I'm tapping into, utilizing that, it's something about a hidden aspect about you. Maybe you had to take your power back from a situation through whatever, but you utilize some type of space, some type of boundary to establish some reallocation of space for somebody to see something differently, right? For somebody to see something with clarity, for somebody to see something from a different perspective, for somebody to see something from a clearer perspective. And for some of you guys, it could be in regards to a situation or dynamics that you completely cut out of. So it's like, you don't give a fuck or you don't care if people are seeing from that perspective or people are seeing whatever. I'm getting that energy as well. Two of Pentacles energy, there's something that, you know, people are holding. There's something about, hold on, because people are stuck in between two things right now. So they could be representing, people don't know what to think at this time. Two of Pentacles energy could represent in terms of people trying to kind of figure something out in regards to you. So maybe you've evacuated a situation. Maybe you took your power back from a situation. People are trying to figure out, you know, what led to this point or understanding. One thing about, you know, you not sitting around to argue with nobody, not drama, not looking for drama, you know, it's silent. And so somebody that doesn't really recognize when something happened or whatever, they may not have recognized when you left out the door. They may not have recognized when you were already gone. They may not have recognized when you took the disrespect and walked away. They may not have seen it. And so when they do, it's a catch-up effect. And when I call this catch-up effect, right, it's something that people have to kind of reiterate back to themselves, and based on the level of honesty and intimacy they have within their own interpersonal relationships, that right there is the correlation to how far they'll go with accepting what you're trying to show them, what you're not trying to show them, or what life's trying to show them, whatever the distance, reallocation of energy shows them. That's something that depends on the maturity, honesty, and integrity of their person that has been distanced from, right? That's a message for somebody. Believe in your dreams, you're worthy of completing this mission. So it's almost like, you know, the detached and moving forward, and the confirmation, reaffirmation for somebody else that's, you know, moving forward in a certain jurisdiction away from an environment, situation that you shouldn't have to explain yourself. You shouldn't have to prove yourself to nobody. And that's a message for somebody. Content creator, influencer. You could be in the public eye like myself. You could be pursuing such facets. You could be pursuing anything of that nature in terms of like pursuing something exponential to your growth is exactly how I'm channeling it. But I'm gonna like freestyle and flow with that. Ground yourself in nature. So there's something about experiences that may be shifting for somebody that I'm tapping into and having to go with the flow. Because how I took that on a nuance, I wasn't really expecting to channel that, but that's kind of how I got it, and we rode with it. I didn't understand how it fully meant. You may have had multiple people trying to keep up with you, especially if you're residing with any type of rumors, situations with gossip, people trying to make up something, people trying to make something what it is, or people trying to just simply start drama because of some type of distance. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. That's kind of the alignment. But whoever I'm tapping into, the full energy, you're taking a leap of faith into something new. Whether it's energetically, psychologically, financially, physically, socially, right? It can be in a lot of different facets or fortitudes, right? But the fortitude, we're going to focus on fortitude. I didn't mean to channel that. Fortitude, there's something about fortitude in terms of your purpose moving forward. That conviction, you know what I'm saying? When people making certain things about you or assumptions about you, it usually comes from places of insecurity, maybe even places of mirrored deflection. And I say mirrored deflection, it's not reflection, it's the deflection. When you put something onto the mirror, instead of in taking what the mirror is showing about self, right? And so whoever I'm tapping into, you're taking your power back for other people to have nothing else but that mirror to check. So what is gonna happen? That catch-up effect. That catch-up effect is what we call, it can be called a dark night of soul. It can be called a tower moment. It can be called a reflective point. It can be called a soul regression point. It can be called all types of things, but the correlation of how somebody gets out of that or goes through that should not be correlated to how you're going through what you're going through, taking your peace back from a situation. That's also a message. But I'm gonna also say the correlation and correspondence to how somebody makes it through that dark night of the soul, or that wherever that mirror shows them, it's totally dependent on that person's accountability and willingness to accept what it is that life is showing them. And I think that's the only difference between somebody that I'm tapping into and the people that you may be tapping away from. There's accountability that needs to be had in terms of reallocation of space and energy that provides for that to come into fruition. It's my last one. If you need a person with me, hit up Shamika-san with cnshamika@gmail.com. I got a partnership with Otter Spirit in Rose Forever, New York. If you're interested in 20% off of either roses, floral decor, and beautiful roses, sets, bouquets, all types of things, but also vibration enhancing jewelry from Otter Spirit. But either way, it's your boy Justice. I'm sending my love and ashe. I'm just getting my reads in so I can get back on this grind. I have not forgot about you guys, and I'm sending my love and ashe. Peace out.